All your favorite wrestling shows rolled into one. Welcome to the WeBook It Podcast. Let's start the show.
Yo, what's up, WeBook It fam? This is your boy, Big Daddy C, back at you with another episode of the All Elite Recap Show, where we break down all things from the All Elite. Oh, well, bruh. This is what happens when you take a week off from recording your actual show, taking over other shows. But yeah, we break down all the things from AEW Dynamite. So that's what we'll be doing this week. We're getting closer to Forbidden Door. And so kicking off the show, we had Brian Danielson making an appearance, on commentary this week. So it was good to see him back in the fold. Will Ospreay kicked off the show with a promo. Basically came out talking about how he was not clear for action at Forbidden Door. So he made his steel cage match a lights out contest. And so he said he's risking everything for revenge against the Death Riders. John Moxley will eventually arrive with Marina Shafir, Claudio Castagnoli, and Will Yuta, followed by Kevin Knight, Speedball Mike Bailey, and Hiro Tanahashi to even the odds. So we had this big, huge brawl. And then the referee called for their previously announced match to start. There was some interference from the Bullet Club War Dogs, which wasn't enough to stop Tanahashi from picking up the win with the high fly flow. Eventually, the brawl will continue to go on as the Paragon ran off the Young Bucks, and Darby Allin would eventually pop up out of nowhere in a body bag carried by Will Ospreay. And then eventually the Ops came in to help as well. Eventually, this ends with Darby Allin doing the coffin drop from like the stands or where the crowd was. And so all the baby faces pretty much had their moment standing tall. And so not sure how serious this injury is, or if it's legitimate or not, but we'll see what happens. This upcoming Sunday and in the aftermath of that as well. So next up, let me see here. Next up, we had a promo with Edge and Christian. Basically clearing up their differences and promise to help each other with their respective situations. Christian helping Edge with FTR and Stokely, and Edge helping Christian with the whole Nick Wayne and his crew. And so Kip Sabian and Mother Wayne would interrupt to turn the attention to Nick Wayne, who was via satellite. He's hurt right now. Christian broke his foot apparently. And so he eventually revealed that Killswitch, who formerly is known as Luchasaurus, will take his place at Forbidden Door. So Killswitch made his huge return and basically came out there and laid out Edge and Christian with choke slams. On the show, we do not refer to Edge as Cope. I will call him Edge. All right. So anybody has a problem with that, do not watch the show. All right. It is what it is. But continuing on. So yeah, that's a pretty hype segment. It's good to see Killswitch back. I think as Killswitch, he's more ruthless than he is Luchasaurus. And so I know he had been having some health issues previously. So it's nice to see him back and looking healthy. Next up, in addition to that, it's good to see Edge and Christian tag teaming again for the first time in well over a decade. I think since 2011, as they mentioned. They were both in WWE. So can't wait to see this tag team matchup. So yeah, next up we had the final, the World Tag Team Title Tournament final. Basically, whoever wins this tournament goes against the Hurt Syndicate for the Tag Team Championships. So in this final, we have FTR versus Brodido. Dax and Cash had multiple tricks up their sleeves, basically to slow down Brody King and Bandito, but they both refused to go down. As time went on, Bandito and King managed to overwhelm the FTR, but as the ROH World Champion, as he was hitting the 21 plex on Dax to win, the 30-minute time frame expired. So basically, this ended in a no contest. So we have no clear winner. So it looks like this is more likely going to be a triple threat match at Forbidden Door. So yeah. This is gonna be a crazy ass match, man, and I cannot wait to see it. Let's see here. It is disappointing that we didn't get a finish, but triple threat is always better than nothing. So we'll see what happens, how this plays out at Forbidden Door. But her Syndicate was out there, basically staring down their opponents, kind of like trying to get a feel for, all right, this is what we got to deal with, at Forbidden Door, as opposed to just one team. We got to deal with two teams. So we'll see how that plays out. Next up we had segment where MJF basically he went and sought the help of Ricochet and the GOA, basically saying, hey, we both got a common enemy right now, which is chicken is what they call him. Chicken is what we call Mark Briscoe. And so basically he's like, hey, let's help each other out, get rid of him so we ain't got to deal with this man no more. So what happens is Adam Page comes out there, calls out MJF, but instead Tony Schiavone announced that according to MJF, something bad would happen if the Cowboy left the ring early. MJF would appear on the Titantron with Ricochet and GOA. They have Mark Briscoe like tied up, sitting down or whatever. And MJF pours like some gasoline over him and has a lighter, threatens to set this man on fire, as he says he's going to fry some chicken. And so basically he said, I'm gonna set this man on fire unless you agree to these new stipulations in this match. First stipulation, the title can change hands by disqualification. Second stipulation, the title can change hands by a count out. And the third would be MJF would not need to execute his contract that he won at All In to get his match at Forbidden Door. And so basically to say Briscoe, Hangman agreed to the stipulations. And by the time Hangman will get to the back to try to get at MJF had already left. So basically, after a previous week in which Adam Page goaded MJF into agreeing to use his contract, MJF basically turns no pun intended, the pages and or turn the tables on Adam Page to get an upper hand in this situation here. So we'll see how this plays out. I personally think MJF will still lose. Mark Briscoe will more likely interfere and cost MJF the championship. However, MJF still has that contract. So I believe there will be some more interferences that will help MJF, where he'll be able to cash in that contract even after losing the match initially. He'll get another match and basically, after Hangman has gotten his ass whooped by whoever else is going to help on behalf of MJF. He'll cash that in and then get and steal the title. And he'll have his second and third reign as champion. So we'll see how this goes. But yeah, those are pretty much my thoughts on that. There was another segment where Okada and Don Callis delivered a final warning to Swerve Strickland before Forbidden Door. We know Swerve and Okada will be facing each other for that unified championship that they have, that Okada has. And last but not least, we have our main event, Timeless Toni Storm and Alex Windsor versus Athena and Mercedes Moné. And so Mercedes Moné and Athena could not get along. They barely got along in this match, while Toni Storm and Alex looked like a veteran tag team together. Early on in this, prior to the match, Mina Shirakawa came out there with Toni Storm and gave her a kiss before heading backstage. I don't know how to say her name, but Persephone. Persephone, I don't know. She was watching the ringside. But yeah, basically during this match, Athena would take a man late. She found her opening. Windsor would miss the tag from Toni Storm. And basically made Mercedes Moné tap out, only to take a surprise O-face for the loss from Athena. So yeah, this was pretty solid tag team match. A lot of drama. Got some dramatic hot tags in this match. But we did get to see a little bit more explosiveness from Alex Windsor. Storm and Windsor have great chemistry, in my opinion. But there is some good dynamic with Athena Mercedes Moné, which pretty much was a good highlight of this match. So yeah, we'll see how things play out. We know we got Athena versus Toni Storm for the AEW Women's Championship at Forbidden Door. Can't wait to see that match. That was going to be top tier. And so yeah, it's a lot of great matches at Forbidden Door that we got coming up. And so I encourage you guys to check it out. I know I will be checking it out as well. So, but yeah, that has been the All Elite Recap Show. This is your boy Big Daddy C signing out. Last but not least, keep those booking pencils sharp. Keep on booking. Peace.